Previously on Co-op Farming to Hyperion, we introduced the co-op, laid out the rules, and made insane progress in just 48 hours, leaving off at about 8 million coins and some great farming progress. It's your boy Hypixel, and welcome back, guys, once again to episode 2 of 9-Man Farming to a Hyperion. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe, because we're just gonna jump right in. Guys, with having 9 members on the island and 8 farms already, we're gonna need at least 6 full farming setups. So my plan for right now is to buy some things, craft some things, enchant some things, and hopefully get a lot of those setups complete. Currently, the sugarcane setup is being used to farm that, and a cocoa bean setup is being used to farm that. So let's try and make as many other setups as possible. Right now, we've got 3 extra cocoa choppers here, and I can actually make it 4 if I talk to Jacob, claim some rewards, then convert some metals to a gold, and grab some tickets from the chest. Ta-da! Of course, we need efficiency 5, replenish, and telekinesis on there. So with that addition, we can move on to some other things. We're gonna want a personal compactor, a rabbit, an enchanted agronomy sack, and an agronomy sack for each setup. Maybe even a pair of rancher boots later on, but this is what we're gonna go for now. So let's withdraw about 5 mil from the bank and grab 1 personal compactor and 2 rabbit pets. Actually, we need another rabbit and personal compactor as well. Then we can hit the bazaar for, let's go with 7 enchanted leather, as well as a pretty big buy order for hay bales and enchanted hay bales. And we can start using that stuff to craft some agronomy sacks. And the large enchanted agronomy sacks as well. Like, look at all these setups that we have now, dude. Let's go. I will go ahead and grab one of them for myself and get back to farming. Yes, sir. Snagged myself farming 22, and we've got another cocoa contest coming up. Things are looking good. So here we are the next day, still grinding. I've personally farmed up 1 e-chest, 2 e-chest, 3 e-chest pages of enchanted cocoa beans, and I think I'm ready to sell. So I'm going to put 1 sell offer for cocoa, and then I think I'm going to try and craft the rest of it into cookies. Should be able to get the wheat for that super quickly. Looks like we were able to make 50 of them, so we can throw those in the bazaar for 3.2 million coins. Now that looks like a lot of cocoa beans and a lot of money right there in my personal sell offer, but let me introduce you to this crazy co-op. If I go to collection farming and just hover over cocoa beans, you can see that I'm only at 2 million collected, whereas some of these other guys have been going insane. Melon at 3 mil, Dom at 4 mil, TheFlyingPuffin at 4 mil, and Dragoon already at 5 million cocoa bean collection. You can see Bank at the bottom at 0, but that's only because he's grinding his carrots and he's at 2.3 mil there. Everybody is contributing in an insane way, and that is why our bank is already up to over 16 million coins. Plus, we have even more farms on the island. This is no doubt 5 infinite farms at least. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that gives you 2 walls per farm. And we've also got the carrot farm complete as well that Bank's grinding out. It's especially insane seeing as it hasn't even been 4 full days since we started this co-op. Anyway, since I believe the farms are now complete, we need to start working on our farming levels. I'm personally level 23 and need to get to about 35 before I can switch from grinding with a rabbit to grinding with an elephant. So let's see how we can boost that up. I'm gonna go ahead and take these profits from what I just sold, and we're gonna grab a booster cookie along with a god potion. Now I can consume this booster cookie, which is gonna give me a plus 20% skill XP boost, and then I can come back to the island and brew up some speed potions with some farmed enchanted sugarcane so that my alchemy level rises just a little bit. So I get a few more hours on this god potion and the farming XP boost that comes with it. So now when I farm a cocoa bean, I'll be getting 7.1 XP as opposed to the, I believe, 4.9 I was getting before. We're about to go crazy. Already up to farming 24, and there's 25. And then this right here is farming 26. And I think I'm going to call the day of grinding here. We've grinded all the way up to about 4 million. So with that, I've got a lot of cocoa beans to sell, obviously, and we'll throw them all in the bazaar for a total of about 9 to 10 million coins. Hopped back on, and the whole gang is grinding. They all passed me in collection while I was sleeping. All the tools are being used. All these cookies have been made. Oh my gosh. Since everyone's hard grinding, Wheat Iron Man grabbed me another cocoa chopper that we can enchant on up and get to farm farming. Got ourselves halfway to 28 and hopped off for the night. But I hopped back on to be amazed once again. Boys, we've got 20 mil in the bank right now. And we can claim almost 30 million coins from the auction house. Oh my gosh. In total, that puts us right now at over 50 million coins. Let's go ahead and use that money in the AH to buy a beautiful elephant pet. As people are starting to get around farming 30, we should be looking to switch to using these soon. So we're going to need a few of them. I think I'm going to go for some of the cheapest, but the cheapest that don't have any pet candies on them, because of course those are gross. So I'll grab this level 1 for almost 19 mil. And you know what? I'll buy a second as well. And just to finish off this little step here, I'm going to grab 2 farming XP boosts. And this actually gets us to 3 total elephant pets in the co-op. And even though we have those, I do still need some XP. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a little 93 rabbit, a cocoa chopper, and a personal compactor so I can jump back in the farm once again. Chopping those beans with everyone led to a bunch of farming level ups. We even got past level 28 and 29. Boys, the farming is going beyond well. A few things to do, but first up, let's talk to Jacob and claim some rewards. We've got a ton of silver medals from these cocoa contests. Unfortunately, we might never get a straight gold in cocoa, but I don't want to say that for sure yet because there are still a few things we can do to increase our farming fortune. One of them is going to be finally getting our cocoa choppers to Turbo Cocoa 5, like so. We could also head upstairs to Anita and grab a little bit extra farming drops. It's only 2%, but it is still nice. And lastly, for farming fortune, we're going to go ahead and buy a cultivating book. This one right here is just 2 million coins and should be worth it. Beautiful stuff, boys. Now, after all our farming for what was actually a couple days there, we are up to 30 mil in the bank, and I've got a ton of replenish books to sell because not only do I have the ones in my inventory right here, but I've got a couple rows in my e-chest as well. So let's go ahead and start throwing those on the auction house. Looks like replenish is going for about 1.14 mil, so maybe we can undercut them literally the tiniest bit and do 1.145 mil. Boom. But hey, there is farming level 30, and we've got a few auctions to claim. Beautiful 17 million coins. Let's keep throwing these guys up. And yet again in the AH, we have even more money to claim. That's 20 million coins in 19 different auctions. Holy replenish books, dude. We just crafted so many of these things. Almost filled a whole dub, and now it's time to keep selling them. And of course, as the grind continues, we've hit farming 31 with some auctions to claim. There's 13 right there. And we continue putting them up. 1.165 million coins a pop right now. And they sell pretty quick, which is good because we need that cash. Just a little bit later and we already have a ridiculous amount of auctions to claim yet again. Let's go ahead and grab them all up. Then as I keep farming, I just want to show you one thing, guys. If we go to the collection, we have recently surpassed 100 million cocoa beans. Currently at 107 mil, and that's insane. So boys, let's keep that number rising and keep on the grind. So much money to claim. It's actually beautiful. There's another 25 million coins added to our purse. We also went ahead and bought another booster cookie because our last one was about to run out. And so we've got some bits to spend from the previous one. Of course, I am allowed to spend these bits because the cookie was bought from farming. So I'm going to use them to grab just a couple more god potions. Not to sell, of course, but to go ahead and consume when we need it. Let's keep farming. Of course, we continued to get XP levels. After hitting 30, we switched to using those elephants and even got one to level 100. With all this XP came hella sales. And I mean hella sales. In fact, so much grinding was done that we legit got TP'd into a bedrock box and macro checked by admins. That didn't stop us, but spring break kinda did. And boys, here we are right after that break. We literally just got back, so finally the boys can start grinding again. Because I did stop grinding last Friday night, and I'm now here to pick up and resume on Saturday night the next week. And everybody did stop with me, but it is going to be the same exact deal here, where I think we're only going to take about 2 to 3 more days to finish up. But let's go ahead and grab our items, and then we can look at their beautiful pixel arts that they've made. Do you know 0% of you are subscribed? You guys got to change that, man. You better all hit that subscribe button right now. Anyway, let's grab a lane and keep going. But before I get into going for too long, I feel like this is a good spot to check up on collections. Obviously, some people have had more time than others to grind. I'm kind of in the middle of the pack here. Lotzi, as he is the #1 farming XP grinder on the server, he's kind of just demolishing everybody at 36 million collection. We also have Bank over here at 20 million on carrots. But essentially, when everybody averages about 30 million cocoa bean collection, that is when we will have just about enough to buy this Hyperion. Cheapest one is about 850 million coins, but that is all right because we will be there in no time. We've got about half the money to grind still, so let's hop in and keep it going. Hit levels 35, 36, and 37, while the co-op hit 200 million total collection and I hit 30 million personal collection. Of course, this all came with even more AH sales of replenished books. And here we are 2 weeks of grinding later, and we're sitting at 600 million coins in the purse. We also do have a little bit extra if we go to the hub. There's a tiny bit in the bank, and we've got 13 unclaimed awards here from contests. So that'll be another 2 mil in tickets, and maybe 2 mil in Cocoa books as well. But essentially 2 weeks are gone, and we're at about 600 mil coins. Then we can take a look in the chest, and we've got 1, 2, 3, plus the one I have equipped, so 4 elephants. Now these are all sellable because they are within the rules. When you take a pet at level 0 and flip it at level 100, all the profit that's in there is from farming because getting that XP levels up the pet and increases the value. So that maybe puts us at about 750 mil total, which is a little bit of an issue because these Hyperions are 850 mil minimum. So 2 weeks have gone by and we're still 100 million coins short. I know it's not perfect and we haven't completed it just yet, but I still think about 750 million coins in 2 weeks time is quite insane. Anyway, we do have to finish it up, so let's go ahead and hop back in the farm to get this final 100 million coins. And boys, we have just logged in for, I think, the final time. No updates for a couple days because I was actually gone, but with 8 other people on the co-op, we still made hella progress. As you can see, I've got 611 mil in my purse. We are also storing 120 million coins in the bazaar. So if I go ahead and cancel that, I jump up to 730 mil. Then in the auction house, there's 23 million coins waiting. So we can go ahead and claim all of that. There's also 24 million coins in the bank. And then back on the island, we can grab our elephants that are all now level 100 to sell those for about 30 million coins each. And finally, I've gathered everybody together to collect those final items from the auction house. We've got another 100 million coins right here, which is going to put our purse all the way over 870 million coins. So lads, about 2.5 weeks of grinding has passed and 9 people have put so much time and effort into this moment right here where we buy the Hyperion. But before we do so, I've got quite a few of us right here. And I was just wondering if you guys had any final words, anything you would like to share about the grind.
Probably the most exciting time that I've had with farming in a long time.
Oh yeah.
Sweet.
Just working towards a goal.
Yeah, I haven't been this hyped up to farm for a long time, and I dedicated a lot of time into grinding on this profile.
Yeah, probably one of my favorite Hypixel experiences.
Yeah, it's been really fun. I think I might continue on the profile for a little while because I think I'm pretty close to top 1,000 Cocoa on this profile.
Oh my.
I think Lazzy might be there.
Lazzy, what are you ranked? Waiting for chat response. Oh wow, he just made the top 1,000. I actually hadn't shown this final collection leaderboard yet. We've got Lazzy at over 60 million. Wow. Dom, you're crazy as well, everybody.
I'm on carrots.
Yeah, true. Alright, beautiful stuff. But now the moment we've been waiting for. /AH. And let's go ahead and find a Hyperion. Change my GUI scale real quick. Which one are we going for?
So there's a cheap 5-star, I'd say go for that.
Alpha Squids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks good.
Yeah, that looks good.
Awesome. Here we go, boys. 3, 2, 1, and there we go. Purchased it. Let me claim it up. And we now have a Hyperion on this profile from only farming.
GG.
We're crazy.
GG's.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
insane.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
It's all over from nothing to this 850 million coin item right here. And I mean, before you guys all leave the call, I want to say how thankful I am to you guys because, I mean, you had no reason to really help me through this and grind with me. So I appreciate all your time and effort in this. All you viewers should appreciate them as well. Go check out all their links in the description. But anyway, that is going to do it for this insane 2-episode series. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. I love you all. Adios and goodbye. We got a Hyperion, boys. Can I drop it?
You caught it.
There we go.
Avoid it. Oh,
Who's got it?
I got it. Let's go.
Oh, he had pick up priorities.
I got
it's
it.
not fair.
Wow.
Oh,
Gonna sell it for 2 coins on AH.